Hello, Homeworthy. It's Ramona. Welcome to my home in Southampton. Come on in.
This summer, spend the hottest months of the year in style with Homeworthy as we visit the most extraordinary homes around the world. From the sun-soaked shores of the Hamptons to the classic beachfronts of Nantucket to the vibrant courtyards of Morocco, be sure to subscribe to Homeworthy's summer series to make every day feel like a vacation. You're watching Homeworthy, where we believe every home has a story.
Hi, my name is Ramona Singer. You probably know me from RHONY on Bravo. I was on it for 13 years. And right now we're at my favorite happy place, my home in Southampton, that I've literally have for 30 years. Most of you know I'm self-made. So before I was even engaged or married or found the man I wanted to be with, I knew I really wanted a home in New York City and a home in the Hamptons in Southampton, because I just love it out here. So once I got married, I started looking for a house. Well, actually, before I got married, and my ex-husband said, well, why are you buying a house now? Wait till we're married. So anyway, I found this house because I was biking with my girlfriend and in this neighborhood. And I wasn't even engaged yet. I was just dating Mario then. And I said, when I buy a house, I really want to buy a house in this area because it's private off the main road. And I said, this is where my daughter could learn, or son could learn how to bike ride. The carriage could be put around the pond. There's water here, and it's just so beautiful and pristine, close to the village, close to the ocean. It's just like the most beautiful setting that you could ever imagine in the world. It's just my happy place. When I come here, I just glow. When I first started coming to the Hamptons, I'd go to West Hampton Quag because it's a half an hour closer to the city. And then once I married my ex-husband, he said, well, I don't really want to be in Southampton. But I was always coming on Thursday nights, staying with my girlfriend in Southampton on the ocean and Flying Point Road. He would always have to come here. I always have we were always here Friday, Saturday, all the action and nightlife and everything, restaurants were in Southampton. So he said, okay, Southampton, I can deal with an extra 30 minutes. So when I renovated 4 years ago, I completely took out the marble and did full plank, 3-inch or 4-inch, I don't know how, full plank floors. And I made them this pretty color, which is like a gray beige. The fireplace I already had, that cabinet I already had, I changed the stonework to this beautiful color. It's a grayish color. I used the same granite or marble stone in the kitchen, but a different color wave. And so it's kind of traditional. You have these urns they were green. I had them spray painted white. This is an original door that was made into a coffee table, and I kept that here in the house. I didn't want to go white sofa, so I kind of did a beigey cream color. Doesn't show so much dirt, and it looks a little warmer. I like to entertain, so if I'm having 30 people for dinner, I have 2 rooms entertaining, which I'll show you, that can fit 24 easy. Then this I put as a buffet. So everyone comes here to get the food. I don't do it plated, I do buffet style, and I do dessert here. So this table is very functional for entertaining, it really is. What I did also was, I love large mirrors. And this it was originally gold, and I just had it painted the same color as the banister, that black-brown color. I like photography as art, so these are photographs that are artwork, which I love. And you see the one also over, that's a scene in Italy, which is beautiful. And what I did is I captured that kind of turquoise color with the glass underneath it, the 2 prints on the wall, the cushions. I just got these the other day. I love these. As you can see, I have also the aqua Turk accents in the pillows here and some other pieces to bring a little color into the room. Orange is always my favorite color, which you'll see outside. I have orange cushions, but I didn't want to do orange in here. I wanted something softer. And basically, a lot of times you do decor around the artwork. So I picked up the color in that photography artwork, which you can see is the aqua. What's amazing about this home is when you walk in, there's double height ceilings, and it's all glass and all windows, so even on the rainiest day, it gives off light and brightness. And each room is oversized, they each have high ceilings, and the best part is the primary suite or primary bedroom is the whole section of the house, totally separate from the other rooms. So you're in your own little world. So I can have guests all over, but I have separation and quiet in my own little area. It's just the layout is great. You have this big grand Eden kitchen that has the TV and sofas and the dining room table and a huge kitchen counters, and oh my gosh, it's so great. And then a formal dining room. You have two beautiful bedrooms upstairs, en suite. I have a lower level, which has a gym, a pool table, another bedroom, another bathroom, a huge walk-in closet for me for all my clothes from RHONY that I don't want to give up. And this house is just special. And then let's talk about the backyard, the landscaping. I planted every single tree and flower. I did the tennis court. The bocce court was already here. They used to call this party central. I love to entertain here all the time. I do it like breathing. I entertain like breathing. I make it look so easy because to me, it comes naturally. It's my favorite thing to do in the world. So this is where everyone hangs out. It's always the kitchen. And I totally took this down to the studs, the kitchen, and redid it. Though I did keep the green Viking stove. And the newest thing in interior design is do the backsplash the same as the countertops. And again, the stone is not marble, but quartz, which is much more durable. And I didn't want to make this whole thing quartz. It'd just be too much. So I did tile work out of marble, which matches the fireplace on the other side. And it's the same stone, but a different coloration as what we saw in the living room. I did a big microwave, 2 dishwashers. I love the wine cooler, which you see right here. Actually, I was able to keep this refrigerator. Before it was paneled in wood, I just did the steel, as you see here. I did everything throughout. I changed all the doors, all the hardware. This table, when I entertain, has another leave. So this has another leave underneath, so this can actually sit 12 people, and I have extra chairs. But this is where I have breakfast, and this is my favorite china. It's the Villeroy and Boch china, which is great for every day. I use it for every day, so it's set up for breakfast or lunch. This is where we are if we're not outside. And then over here, we have a seating area and the fireplace. And here you can see the floor-to-ceiling stone, which is really beautiful, which is the same stone but different coloration. As I said, it's the living room. You have the big screen TV, big coffee table, and it's just a very comfortable room to hang. What I love to cook. So whoever I'm with, they may be here hanging, but I can be here and we're all together. I can be cooking, but people are around me. Well, in the winter, my favorite dish I make is the herb chicken Provence, which is made with white wine and lemon and garlic because I can make it ahead of time and it's easy to serve. And then in the summer, my famous dish is my chicken teriyaki breast, and I grill it. This kitchen before had huge ceramic tile like you see in Italy. This counter was green marble. Everything was curved here, and it was like a beige type of wood. It had a different feeling. It had a stucco walls. It had the backdrop tile was tile. The countertop was tile. It was very Tuscan looking. Now it's clean and contemporary and modern, and I love it much more. But the bones are the same. The bones of this house are remarkable. So as far as tips for table setting, I personally love cloth napkins, and then I like the placemat to complement the napkin holder. I like interesting glassware, so flowers always enhance, and candles. As you see, I have both here because it makes it very inviting. You know, when you eat and dine, you want to make it inviting, festive, and fun, whether it's just for yourself alone, for 2 people, or 8 or 10, 20 or 30. It was very interesting because I had my own company, as everyone knows, in the fashion business, and during the summer, it's really kind of dead. So I got a call from my girlfriend who's a doctor. She says, I got this interesting phone call. They want to know if I have any patients or friends that live a high-end lifestyle, are social, married, career, children. She goes, the only one I could think of is you, Ramona. What do you think? Because they're doing a reality show about women like you. And I go, well, I don't know. Okay, let me just go for the interview. My daughter at that time wanted to be an actor. I said, okay, let me just do it. So I interviewed just for the fun of it because I was bored, never thinking I'd ever be on the show. So I did the interview, and all of a sudden they say to me, okay, Ramona, we want to send you a contract. We want you to do the show. And I had no intention to do the show. I just wanted the demo tape. I wanted to see how they captured my personality and my daughter. I said, well, if you send me the demo tape, then I'll let you know. They go, well, we can't do that. I go, well, then I can't consider the show. Hold on. Okay, where do we send it to? And they Federal Expressed it to me. I looked at it. I was charmed by what they captured. And I said, okay, I'll do the show. Then I realized I don't want to do the show. It's just too much for me. And at Polo, when my daughter was away with her dad, they said to me, Ramona, why won't you do the show? I go, number one, it takes too much time. They go, oh no, lie number one. Oh no, once, twice a week, just for a little bit. And then I said, well, I'm a little older than these other girls and I don't do the charity benefits anymore for 200 people, 100 people. I do just private dinner parties at my home, anywhere from 10, 12, 20, 30 people. They go, great, we'll film that. I go, no, my friends will not want to be filmed. And then they go, but don't worry, we'll have enough to film. I go, no, I'll be boring. It'll be so boring. They go, Ramona, you're nothing but boring. Then this little light bulb went off in my head. I had just developed a website with my ex-husband called True Faith Jewelry. I said, if you're willing to promote True Faith Jewelry on the TV show, I will do the show. They go, we'll get back to you. And they ended up promoting it and deciding they would, did the show only to help my ex-husband's business, and it did definitely give him 7 figures extra in sales. Doing RHONY was really interesting. I have no regrets, and actually helping him in his business helped me develop other businesses. I was the first housewife to go on HSN. I developed a Pinot Grigio, Turtle Time. So, though I did take on a little too much, and right now I do have my real estate license. I do a lot more consulting than the actual sales. And I'm just really enjoying my life. I'm really into my friends and people and golf and sports and tennis and hiking and biking and just living my best life. Well, the most recent one was when Luann, she wasn't drinking so much and she wanted, not to be in that situation. And when we're on RHONY, we like to drink and party. So I decided to put her in what I call the lower level. She goes, what do you mean the lower level? It's the basement. But it's really the lower level because there's, grounds. You go right out to the lower level onto the main. But to me, that was the funniest part. She goes, oh, you're putting me in the lower level? Hindsight, I should have had Sonia sleep with me in my bedroom, put Luann in one of the bedrooms upstairs. But I thought, okay, keep her away from all the action and the noise and the partying. So this is the formal dining room. I have had so many Thanksgiving dinners, Christmas dinners at this table. My mother's last Christmas with us, she died of leukemia. I bought this special china, so this brings really great memories. This is beautiful china from London, England. It's called Mitten. And these are the pieces I purchased. So this is something I can pass on to Avery. So I have a lot of memories here. I just love these glasses. Originally, the room was burgundy and camel. That's why I had these glasses made, but they still work here. It's nice to mix color. Again, the windows are like large windows, like French doors. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4. It's very bright, and you see the trees outside, and it's just wonderful. I just love this room. It's really special. Many memories with this china in this room. If I didn't go into fashion, I'd go into home design or home construction. My New York City apartment, when I first moved in, I did all the renovations to make it look pre-war. Before I sold it, I had to make it look more contemporary, so I did a lot of different things to it. And I renovated this house. I love doing it. And I just take things from magazines, from other people's homes. I mean, the floor color here, I actually got at an open house in the Hamptons, and I loved the floor color that I had the builder tell me the floor color, and I actually used his floor person to do the floors. So I have very specific tastes. I know what I like, and I just get it done. It was fun doing it, and I did all the renovations literally. They started right after Thanksgiving, and I was done by January. I mean, no one gets it done that fast. I mean, I did all the bathrooms, everything. Just don't ask. But I did it. So what's important to me is having a long dining room table such as this. But I don't want a deep one, because then if this is too wide, you can't talk across. So it was really difficult to find a table that was one piece. I found this in Restoration Hardware. So are the curtains, so are the chairs. They do a lot of great products. And I just wanted it gray because just gray is very soothing and calming. I brought in color with this painting. When I first bought the home, which was 30 years ago, it was totally different. It had more of a Tuscan villa feeling, and it had that whole furniture and whole look. And then about 4 years ago, after I renovated my apartment in New York City before I sold it, I would come here and I go, I gotta update this. So I was a contractor and designer, and I totally redid everything. I ripped out all the marble floors, I did all wood floors, I redid the kitchen. Because I entertained so much, I put in 2 dishwashers, a wine cooler, because you know I love my wine, and I just redid everything. I changed every single door, I gutted all the bathrooms. Wait till you see my master bath. It was always a large bathroom, but now it's beyond gorgeous. So yeah, I'm very proud of what I did. I decorated it all, I did all the bones are great in this house, and I just updated. I changed all the fixtures except for one. I kept the coffee table, which I'll talk about later. So certain things I kept, but everything else I changed. So it's a lot of restoration hardware, more contemporary, more modern. So now we're in this fabulous backyard that I just love. Every tree I planted, every flower I planted, this is just heaven back here, a slice of heaven. So here I'll sit if you want to be cool because it's under the shade, under the awning here. You walk out here, I entertain a lot. I just got these fabulous umbrellas because they keep you fully shade. Years ago, people wanted to be in the sun. No one wants to be in the sun now. Each table fits 8, so I can entertain 16 people easily here, which I love. I love to grill. So I'll set the table out here, either for 8 or 16 or 12 or whatever it may be. We do it all the time, especially lunches. And then this table will be like a buffet setup. We have the grill. And it's just simply beautiful. The pots I designed myself. The flowering pots are beautiful. We have a tennis court. I love to play tennis. It's sunken. This is an English rock garden. They brought in like 2 tons of boulders for it. Every single tree I built here, not built, I planted because I didn't want to see my neighbors. So now they're completely hidden on both sides. You can't, so it's very private. Very private. These pots, they just were planted recently, so give it another month, they're gonna be just so full and alive. And I just love all the different colors, the yellow and the purple and the pink. It's just very vibrant and very special. I think it makes the area just more enhancing. Then I have the flowers here by the edge of the pool. But when I bought the house, there was no stone. So all the stone I put in, it's called Arizona stone or Misty Rose. Unlike the slate, it doesn't get hot. So that was important to me, that if you're in your bare feet, you're not having your feet burn off like you do with slate. So this is a bocce court, which is fun to do. Anybody can play it. It's especially great to play with a bottle of wine. And so we have a lot of bocce parties here. And we can do croquet here, beautiful pond view. And I love tennis, and I think I have the best tennis court in the Hamptons. It's Hartrue, and it's pristinely kept. When I bought the house, it showed terribly. There wasn't one tree on this property or one flower. All the outside was just raw concrete. The pool wasn't finished, the coping was exposed. They had furniture, like plastic furniture, I don't know. It showed horribly, but I can see past it. I saw the bones, I said, I have to have this house. And I got it. So I got these custom cushions made for outside, and a lot of people go, boy, it took a lot of guts to do this color. But I like color, and I call this the Hermes orange with brown trim. And this is my bedroom. I have this whole separate wing, which is total privacy. I did the room square and tons of windows. I wake up in the morning and I put up the blinds and I see the beautiful pond and the pool and all the landscaping. And sometimes I'll have, if I want privacy, I can have dinner here or breakfast here. I love the color of the walls. I always say a wall should complement someone's skin, and I just think I look really good in this room against this wall. It enhances me, which I adore. I love my bedding. It's by Togus. I think that's how it's said. And it's bamboo sheets. So it's really soft, so luxurious and soft. So my tip to have a comfortable bedroom is obviously I need blackout curtains because I want to be able to sleep as late as I want, because sometimes I stay up late and then I want to sleep till 9 or 10. The other tip is I love a wonderful down quilt, and I keep my room cold, like at 68. And I love great soft sheets. And these are, as I told you, bamboo. They're like silk on your skin. And of course, you have your big screen TV. I have a chase here, seating here. So it's just very comfortable. This was the first room I did before I did the entire house. Originally, this room had, it was more like Italian style. It had an Aubusson rug and like a Italian provincial furniture and very old world looking, as if you were in an Italian villa. And then what's beautiful is I have an outdoor patio here. Let me show you how fabulous it is. When it's a rainy day, torrential rain, I'll just sit out here. Maybe I'll have my coffee here, my breakfast, sunset cocktails. You just see a whole different vantage point of the pond. It is just so wonderful and so special. And the sun sets right over there, so it's fabulous. And we have swans here that come every year because swans mate for life. Let me show you the primary bathroom, my bathroom. When I purchased this home, I loved the idea of a huge bathroom. 2 big windows, and actually all these windows are like French doors. That's what makes this house so special, is so much light. You have the high ceilings, the skylight, and let's check out the shower. I mean, we could have a family in this shower. Double shower heads, beautiful marble, and I love the idea of a his and her side, because I like to spread out. I love lots of counter space to do my makeup, and I think this is quite sensational. And my whole idea is when I redid this, is I wanted the big mirror with the sconces on top of the mirror. That's like a new trend in interior design. And of course the big tub, which is fabulous, and the all-in-one toilet that everyone has now. When I purchased this home, I worked with the broker and I said, I really would like a huge primary bathroom because it's gonna be hard to find that. And I actually discovered this house on my own. And this bathroom was already this size. The tub was different. It was the old style was set here, wasn't freestanding. But the bones of this house stayed the same. I just changed the interior design of it to make it more modern. There's nothing I would change in this bathroom or bedroom. I love it just the way it is. I designed it myself. So these 2 pieces were custom made for me. They have lots of drawer space. And then this is quartz. It's more expensive than marble because you can spill red wine on it. It doesn't get damaged. And I wanted a very clean look with just very slight veining. And then these floors are porcelain floors. The only thing maybe I could have done that I didn't do is have them heated. But then I didn't do it because actually I'm in Palm Beach in the winter, So what I did here to make it more updated was this was all like a blonde wood, the banister. And I painted this a dark black brown with a white. The floors, I just stripped them and stained them the same color as the floors below. The floors below are all new floors, but I didn't have to change all these floors. So even though it's narrow wood, because now the style is like wider wood, to save money, I just bleached them and stained them. But all the furniture had to come out to do all this work. But meanwhile, I gave away all the furniture because I bought all new furniture. This chandelier actually came with the house, and I kept it. The things I did change were the chandeliers in the other rooms and the sconces. So all the sconces, I decided to keep them uniform in the house throughout, to make it more clean. So as you can see, the 2 sconces are over here. They're in the hallway over here. They're in the hallway of my bedroom. So I kept that the same for continuity. I love the curved staircase. I think it's really fun and different. It's traditional, but I like mixing old with new. And when you walk into this place, when I first came in, I go, oh my God. I had to refrain from saying, I love this place, because as soon as you walk in, it's amazing. I mean, look at my view. It's like a live photograph or painting. What makes a house a home is your energy. So my energy comes into this home because I can't even tell you how many people, whether they're strangers, friends of friends, or my friends, they come in for the first time, they go, this is such a warm, inviting house. So it shows my personality, and that's what a home is. The most interesting guest I ever hosted here was Ivana Trump. And she was so down to earth and so warm and so sweet. Oh, right now, Hugo Spritz. Favorite store in the Hamptons. Well, it all depends on what I'm shopping for. I mean, usually I entertain, so obviously Cinderella. Favorite restaurant in New York City. It's still Scarpetta, Capri. Luann, she's out here in the Hamptons too. #1 hosting tip is do a lot of the preparation beforehand so you're not in the kitchen, so you can entertain and enjoy your guests. Fun.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to go to homeworthy.com for exclusive content, shopping guides, and so much more.